Now, the first thing before we begin, just so that our audience knows what is happening, I'm going to just quickly introduce you. And the first thing I'm going to say, Liam Hartery here, guys, for everyone watching this or listening around the world, thank you for joining us. And today it is episode 499, believe it or not. And
Wow.
I'm joined by a very, very special guest, Harinam Das, who is speaking to us today from India. And he is a wonderful spiritual teacher and leader within the International Society of Krishna Consciousness. Now, we will find out more about the exact work that this man does very shortly, but I will say that he is having a positive impact on the lives of a lot of people. He's really helping people to become better people, to get closer to God, to live their lives the right way. And today we will be finding out more about his own spiritual path and the techniques that can help you, the audience, to grow spiritually. And whichever point you're at on the spiritual path, whether you are just starting out on the spiritual path, maybe you're a little bit further down, but maybe you're feeling a little bit stuck. There's people at all different levels listening to this, but there will be something for everybody. So stay tuned on that. And Harinam, Hare Krishna to you, and thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We should begin everything with good prayers and chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Thank you
Absolutely.
for hosting me, Liam. It's my pleasure being here with you on this live session, and we hope and pray that many people take benefit out of this session.
Absolutely. I hope so as well, and I believe that they will.
They will.
As I've already mentioned, very grateful for your time and your presence and for sharing the mantra. Yes, I've been learning this since we spoke last time on
Yeah.
the WhatsApp. Anyway, so I will come to the topic of the chanting and these things very shortly. But before we do, the people who are hearing about you for the first time personally will be curious about your role within ISKCON, and they will be curious about how you became a spiritual person, because even though now you are very established in this role, at one point in time you would have had your own search for God, I imagine, and something would have led you on that path. So, can we go back in time just for a moment and talk about where you're from originally and how this started for you, please? Thank you.
So thank you once again for hosting me. And most of the podcast, the first question is this only: how you came into this journey of spiritual life. So I would like to say that in India, most of the people have some kind of spiritual connection. And my parents were Brahmin, which is known as a good class in India, the intellectual class of people, those who understand the Vedic literatures and they practice the Vedic literatures. So I used to get this all kind of spiritual association again and again in my life when I was in childhood, and I used to worship Hanumanji, Ramji, Krishna, and always supporting my father for cleaning some temple, going to some holy places, serving some saints. That way I was very much inclined, and I was very respectful to our culture. And slowly I was getting diverted as I was growing up. So bodily hormones were changing and association were changing. So I was little getting diverted from the real spiritual path and the association what my father was giving. Always I used to ask him why I have to go now. I will not go. uh, I became little bit reluctant to go to all these places, and more self-centered, selfish, movies, videos, and all kind of things I was interested in. And sometimes I used to hide a mobile inside my book, and my father used to come. He's thinking I'm reading it, but actually I was playing a snake game inside the mobile. So that way I was cheating, and I feel still that that was not good from my side. And somehow that by Krishna's blessings and my parents' upbringing, when I was pursuing my engineering in first year only, I came in touch with this Krishna consciousness movement. When this kind of person wearing saffron robes entered our classroom and he started speaking a fluent English, and then he was telling that I worked in America for 6 years and I'm IIT graduate, which is the top institute in India, IIT. So we were aspiring to visit America and to enter into IIT college, and this person has given up everything and he has become a monk. So that has a question mark in everybody's mind, that why this person has left everything and he has become a monk. And then he invited us for a session by name Art of Mind Control. So I was thinking, yes, this is very much important for me. I have been diverted from my real path and even from my studies. So I should be focusing. I have to control my mind. Mind is very important ingredient to be focused. So I accepted that pass, and that was sponsored by the Akshay Patra Foundation, which is currently serving 2.3 million kids every day in India. The hungry kids, the poor kids, who these are the kids who studying in the government schools, and they doesn't get proper food at their home as well. But we provide them a nutritious food in the school itself, and hot meal served in hot containers. So this organization sponsored this pass for everyone, and then I attended this session, and it was really mind blowing and very interactive. And the speaker itself was from a highly educated background, and he was from NIT, National Institute of Technology, and he spoke very well about the mind. At last, he gave a practical teaching how to control mind. He gave everyone a chanting bead like this, and he gave one card where it was written Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and he gave a 21-day schedule sheet. There you have to fill every day 1, day 2, day 3, what you did and how many times you chanted and what time you slept, what time you woke up, everything you have to maintain. So in 20 days your life will change. You will become a focused person, you will become more towards your goal. Then I decided, okay, I will chant every day, and every time in the morning I used to do this Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Slowly, because there was no association, again I was getting diverted, and then I stopped chanting. So from the ISKCON Hare Krishna movement, Akshay Patra, they used to call every Saturday, and that time this newly the mobile companies were launching, new cellular networks were coming. Like in India, we had SR, Hutch, Idea, BSNL, Airtel, all these networks were there. So in young age, when you're in college, you want something free. So they used to give free data, free calling. So we used to change the numbers. Every time I was changing my mobile number. So they were not able to connect me. And then my roommate, he used to get call from the same organization, and he was not changing his number. So he said some call is there from ISKCON Hare Krishna. So I said, okay, give me, I will speak to them. I spoke, and they asked me, okay, have you attended Art of Mind Control? I said, yes, I have attended. And are you chanting every day? I said, yes, I'm chanting every day. How many rounds are you chanting? So I said, 4 rounds. And that was a lie. So then he asked me how much time it takes to chant 4 rounds. Then I said, just 15 minutes. Then he understood and he started laughing. You're lying, my dear. It takes more than 20 minutes. So then I said, yes, I am not able to chant from quite some time. So I will restart. Then he invited me. Okay, you come for our Saturday program. There you will understand about permanent bank account. I said, okay, permanent bank account. What kind of account this is? So where everything is permanent? So he said, no, you come, you will understand more about it. So then one more proposal they gave. When you're in college and away from home, food is very important thing. So they said, after the program, you will be having a nice dinner prasadam, dinner. So I said, okay, I will surely join you. I confirmed them. Then the Saturday came. My brother was with me, younger brother, and he's a dentist. He entered into his college that time. So I asked him, let's go there. Today we will not cook any food. We will go and eat there. So I and my brother, we were on the way and we were already late for the program. So I called 2 or 3 times to them. We are late. Do we really get the food, dinner food we will get? They assured me, yes, you will get. Please come. No problem. You are late. It's okay. You come. So finally we reached there and I was sitting in the class where the same person was taking permanent bank account presentation PPT and in a temple. So I was surprised. This is a temple and here they are using technology, PowerPoint presentation and the screen and all this nice technology they are using. Then I sat there, but in some time I slept because I was tired of the college and assignments. Then suddenly he spoke in between. Whenever you raise your hands, whenever you clap, whenever you sing, whenever you move your legs, everything goes and adds into your permanent account. I woke up and then I tried to listen very carefully. He said, any spiritual activity you do in front of the Lord, Radha Krishna, Krishna Balaram, God Nitai, the Supreme Lord, that adds into your soul's account, not body's accounts. Body's accounts are temporary, soul's accounts are permanent. As soul is permanent, so account is also permanent. And these are the valuable activities done by you which will help you to get a beautiful next life, or maybe you will get out of the cycle of birth and death. This is the permanent bank account. Then I was really shocked by hearing this. Okay, this is about not material bank account, ICIC or HDFC or World Bank account. It is about the spiritual account. And then I said, one way they have given me, they have cheated me. They said permanent bank account, but they are telling about some spiritual account. Anyway, no problem, we will get our dinner. So I attended the program. Then after that they had a arti, beautiful arti. They do worship to the Lord. And after the arti, in the kirtan, they chant and jump and dance. And so there were some seniors of mine, and they were the seniors. They used to do ragging. You understand ragging? They used to harass the junior students by asking them to do some activities which are not comfortable in doing. So I was shocked to see that some of my seniors, they who were like a rowdy kind of people, those who were very arrogant kind of people, proud people, they were dancing there, they were singing there, they were jumping there, and I was standing in the corner like this, and they pulled me. Why are you standing? Come here, dance. Let's celebrate. Then I also joined them. I started dancing and I was very happy. That day was the first day when I danced in a spiritual program, in a kirtan, in a sankirtan. I was very glad. Then at last they had an announcement. If you want to practice such life, getting up early in the morning, focused life, and reading Bhagavad Gita and chanting Hare Krishna and eating a very nice vegetarian nutritious food, then we have hostels. You can join them, and these hostels are named by friend of Lord Krishna, FOLK. So I said I will join these hostels, even though I was going for the vacations at my home for 3 months, but I registered 3 months before only. I will surely join. Somewhere my background was there, that was again forcing me, connecting me. Okay, please join this. This is your background. This is the way you can live, you can grow. So I submitted my application form and I said I will surely join. After 3 months I came, I joined that hostel, and very beautiful experience I started getting in my life. And I gave up tea, coffee, I gave up other kind of outside stuff, eating stuff. And then I used to get up early in the morning, doing arti, doing sankirtan, chanting Hare Krishna on beads around 2 to 4 rounds in the morning. Then having nice breakfast prasadam, then going for the college. That's how I came in touch with this Krishna consciousness movement, and slowly I grew in this Krishna consciousness. I I had the opportunity to listen to the lectures of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ji, the founder Acharya of ISKCON, and this way my life changed. In between, some ups and downs came, but more or less this way I grew in this path. And finally, I decided in my final year, I want to become a full-time devotee, a full-time missionary of this movement, and I want to dedicate my life. Everybody has money, fame, name, and gadgets, house, buildings, but nobody has peace. I want to have peace in my life, and I want to give this peace to the people. So that way I decided to become a full-time monk. But my family members never agreed. Uh, we can continue the story with your questions.
Yes. Well, first of all, thank you for sharing it so much from your heart, and also I admire your passion very much. It's a wonderful story, actually, and as I've said already, making this relatable to people is so important because people see where you are now, this level, but they think, "Can I attain that? Is it possible?" And you're showing it is very possible, but I appreciate very much the vulnerability also of the difficult times as well as the good times of your life. I would like to continue, yes, because what you were saying there about finding peace, it's an interesting point. Personally, on my own spiritual path, I experience this as well. I meet many famous people with the job I used to do, mostly unhappy ones, sometimes happy ones if they're serving people. If they're only doing things for themselves, no. Anyway, that's another story. But when you have to follow your heart into this, and your family said, no, don't, or whatever your family said, how did you keep going instead of stopping at that point? Because some people, their family say, no, don't do this. They say, okay, I'm going to do something else. And as you mentioned, you were studying, you had this other career in front of you and you change. So how did you push through the opposition, basically? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, as I was listening to Swami Prabhupada's lectures and his teachings in his books, so already in the final year of my engineering, I decided that I have to become a monk, I have to become a full time devotee of Hare Krishna, and I want to serve the society. Earlier, I was a nationalist, India, Bharat, Bharat Mata ki Jai. I was Pakka nationalist. Then I used to ask them these questions. Okay, serving nation is very important or serving God is very important? Then they clarify everything that not only your nation, even the America or Europe or Australia, whole world belong to God. Not only your India, everything belongs to God. God is father of every nation. So if you serve the God, you're serving whole world. Then I was very happy that okay, I can serve whole world, not only India. That's good. Then I went to my hometown. I asked my parents that I want to pursue spiritual career in my life, and I don't want to pursue my material career where I get into one company and I work like a mechanical clock. So please allow me to do this. So they said, no, 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 no. We have invested lots of money in you. Past 4 years we have given lots of money to the college, these people for your education. So please pursue some jobs and earn some money and show your abilities. What you want to practice? Practice while doing a job. Don't give up job. Do a karma yogi while doing your activities. You do bhakti yoga as well. So I was taken aback. I came back to the same place in Jaipur, and my hometown is in Mount Abu. So uh, finally, again, I came in touch with this Hare Krishna devotees. Then I told them, this is my situation at home. Please help me. What to do? I am not able to decide. Then they guided me. Okay, again, you read Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna was also in the same kind of situation. He was not able to decide whether to fight or not to fight. So for me also, whether to become a full-time devotee or become a normal, a regular person working in a company, earning some money and practicing Krishna consciousness. So I started reading Bhagavad Gita. Again, Srila Prabhupada's lecture were coming every day in my ears and impressions are there, and my determination was changing. No, 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 I want to become a full-time devotee. Again, I went back to my home. I told the same thing. My mother was crying like anything, and she holds my hands and she says, "No." She was watching a serial that time, Ramayana. In India, there is a great epic, Ramayana. Like we have Mahabharata, like this we have Ramayana, the story of Lord Rama. So Lord Rama also was banished for 14 years to the forest. So he was going in that video, in the movie, in the drama, he was going to forest, leaving his family. So his mother was holding the hand. Ram, please don't go. Ram, please don't go. My mother in the night holds my hands and says the same thing. Beta Ram, oh son Ram, please don't go. Please don't go. So I was emotionally too much attached to my mother, and I also started crying. Again, I failed to continue my spiritual journey as a full-time devotee. Uh, and I came back. I started some uh, hostel in Bhilwara. In India, there is a Rajasthan, there is a location by name as Bhilwara. And I was guiding the students in the same path, but I was taking some salary, some money out of it. And then I joined a Myco Bosch company, German company, which is very famous. It is a multinational company. Then I finally decided, no, whatever happens, I have to become a full-time devotee. I will join. No matter what, I have to join. I have to make myself strong. No father, no mother. Just listen to Krishna, the Supreme Father. Then I went back. My father took me to some other Swamiji's saints in the Himalayas, or some, not in Himalaya, and Arbudanchal in the Mount Abu area. And my mother also was crying, but I was so much determined that I want to go into the same path, and I am going. But I didn't said really in truth that I am going. I said I will go back and I will read Bhagavad Gita fully, nicely, because they were telling you are brainwashed by these Hare Krishna people. You are not pursuing what you want, you are pursuing what they have taught you. So please understand carefully. Bhagavad Gita, you are not trying to understand properly. So you are brainwashed. So I said, no, I am not brainwashed. I have read Bhagavad Gita, I have decided this. Then they said, no, 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 you are fully brainwashed. They tried many ways to convince me. Then I said, okay, I am not going, I am going to read Bhagavad Gita again. I went back to the same place in Jaipur, and I started reading Bhagavad Gita. In 5 to 7 days, again I got inspired. No, no, I want to become full-time devotee. I want to join this institution. Then I called my home, and I was in a train going to Bangalore to join the temple, and I told a lie that I'm going to Vrindavan, but I went to Bangalore, and I reached there, Bangalore, prayed to all Radha Krishna, Krishna Balaram, Gaur Nitai, Narsingadev, Srinivas Govinda Balaji, then again called them. I called my father and said, see, I have come here to ISKCON Bangalore, and I will be here for 6 months. I will not meet you for the next 6 months. So he asked me again, are you sure you want to pursue this? Are you sure what you are doing is correct? I said, yes, at least for 6 months I want to practice, and I will not come back to home. Then he, in angry mood, he hung up the phone, and I started crying. I have made my parents heartbroken, and I have gone against their wish. Oh Lord, please help me, please guide me. Then I started reading, chanting, and praying. Every day I was doing some service to the Lord, and I was getting trained in this Krishna consciousness. For 6 months I got trained there. Then I went back to home. I tried to convince them, but they were not convinced. Again, for 3 4 days I stayed. I came back and restarted my spiritual journey at ISKCON Bangalore.
So, okay then. First of all, it's a very brave decision. And I'm sitting here now, and I'm looking at you, and I'm thinking, okay, you can feel the energy of God. You can feel the light. You know what I mean with this. But when you sit with spiritual teachers, you can tell straight away before they say anything how genuine it is from the feeling. And I have this feeling from you. So clearly, I don't think anyone brainwashed you, although I understand why some people say that. Actually, I thought it as well because I remember the very first time I interviewed an ISKCON member. I was very worried. I was thinking, oh, this guy is going to try and get me and like convert me and everything. And actually, he was very friendly, explained everything. I thought, oh, this is really cool. This is really good. But I understand why some people think that. But clearly, you're doing what's right for your heart. And from the sound of it, God obviously has been guiding you because every time you go off here, He said, no, you have to go this way. So I want to go this way. No, you have to go this way. So now that you're having a lot of success in that way. And I don't mean success in the worldly sense. I mean success in terms of the positive impact, the service, and the help and contribution that you give to people. You are successful in that sense. So, how do your parents feel about it these days? And forgive me because I'm not sure actually how long you've been doing this, although I think it's a little while. But how do they feel about it now? Is it any better for
Now
you?
they are very happy and they admire that you are in the right path and you have chosen a very good career in your life. It's a rare career anybody chooses. So they are happy and they support me. They join me sometime and even sometimes they take my guidance for their life. And my mother who needs me sometimes, so I invite her to my place and I go and I help her. And we are like now okay, yes, you're on good path, very good path, please continue, pursue it. I would like to just touch upon that point of brainwashing. The Swami Prabhupada used to say that already our brain is filled with lots of dust. So if somebody is washing it, it's a really washing, and that washing is needed. It's not that they are feeling something bad. So brain washing is needed. Your brain is filled with the cow dung and the all kind of nonsense things. Let us wash that. Let us clear it. So I would say yes, they have brainwashed me and they have cleared my all the dust from my mind, and then I got clarity that what I have to do in my life. That's how I came into this in this Krishna consciousness movement. And secondly, I would like to touch upon the point of uh, uh, the point of brainwashing. And second point was you said something, just forgetting.
What did I say? We were talking about your parents, I believe, and the service. I think I was saying about
Yeah.
the fact it's not worldly success like material things.
Yes, this point I would like to touch upon this point of success. So earlier or in the current society, they have said that success means more money, more fame, more name, and more followers, and more houses, more buildings, more properties. This is success. But actually, whenever a person tries to have all these things, a car or a house or a mobile or a property, the intent behind all this thing is, after getting all these things I'll become peaceful, I'll become happy. That is the intent. But what's happening nowadays, the intent has been forgotten. Intent is not taught. Just you have a good house, good money, good bank balance, and good cars, you'll become happy. No, it's not possible. So the success formula says, if you are having cars and mobiles and all the gadgets of the world and properties, and still you are anxiety free, still you are stress free, depression free, disease free, and you are peaceful, you are happy, you are contented, you have more time for your family, and you have more time for your own self, then that is success. That is real success in life. If you have all these things but you don't have a peace, stress free life, anxiety free life, time for your own self, time for your family, then that is not success, my dear. This is not success at all. The success is, even though if you don't have all these material things, but you have a smile on your face, you're anxiety free, you're tension free, and you're always seeking for new guidance and knowledge and happiness formulas, then you are really successful. That is the definition of success. So these were the 2 points I wanted to touch upon. One is the brainwashing, another is what is real success in life. Success is not material prosperity or material wealth. Success is happiness, the peace, contentment, and anxiety free, stress free, tension free, peaceful life. That is success.
Absolutely. Very powerful spiritual lesson, very meaningful spiritual lesson. And yes, the brainwashing, I like the cleaning the brain because I must say I agree because even on the spiritual path in my own fairly short time, you have to unlearn. You know, people don't realize you don't just have to learn. Learning is very important, but you have to
Very true.
unlearn a lot of things. And yeah, society.
That's how this digital detox have come.
Mm,
They learned first digitalization, mobiles, gadgets, and all. Now they are so much addicted, they are saying, please do digital detox, unlearning the same thing, getting detached from the same thing. So, unlearning is also very important. What all kachara, in Hindi we say kachara, the dirt, the garbage we have filled up, we have to clean it.
absolutely. Yeah, we do very much, and I've experienced this firsthand, so I know how much is necessary. Now, obviously, as we were saying about your true meaning of success now, can you share with us a little bit more about your current role? Because you mentioned about the food and about feeding the children, and I've heard of this with Radhanath Swami. We spoke about this a little bit when I read his book, The Journey Home, which was
Right.
actually my one of my inspirations for this. But anyway, so obviously you're involved with that. But I've seen on LinkedIn or other places, maybe Instagram, some other things that you're doing of head of departments and these things. Please tell us just a little bit more about your current activities. That would be wonderful.
Right now, currently, I am serving the upcoming world's tallest temple. It will be a 700 feet height and spread around in 65 acres. It is going to be a big monument in the world. This will bring up the pastime place of Lord Krishna, the land of Krishna in the world map, like we have Vatican City. Same way, this is going to be the world's biggest monument, and we can say eighth wonder of the world, which is the Vrindavan Chandrodaya Mandir or Vrindavan Heritage Tower. So currently I am in the fundraising team and simultaneously I am preaching the teachings of Bhagavad Gita every day online 3 p.m. in the afternoon and going to meet peoples at their home, at their workplace and their institutions and guiding them in the path of spirituality through Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, and we do nice uh, energetic, powerful sankirtans at their home and the places. And side by side, I take them to holy places in India like Badrinath, Kedarnath, Jagannath Puri. Now the Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra is coming, the biggest Rath Yatra of the biggest gathering of the whole world. Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra, then we go to Dwarka, then we go to Rameshwaram, Muktinath, Kedarnath, all these holy places I take people and try to connect them, reconnect, sorry, not connect, reconnect, because every soul is connected with God, but now they have forgotten it. So we have to remove the dust, we have to do that brainwashing, which I had that brainwashing 20 years back from somebody, some people. Now I am a brainwasher to the people and I take them to Krishna and I reconnect them to Krishna by this practice of my spiritual life. And this is my current role of preaching Krishna consciousness, preaching Bhagavad Gita every day to hundreds of people through online and physically going to meet them, training them in the Bhagavad Gita, chanting, reading Sankirtans, and taking them to holy places.
Wow, what a wonderful, wonderful. Well, it's more than a job, isn't it? It's a calling. It's a mission. You know, these kinds of things. It's your mission, but it's wonderful, and that is very very meaningful. And that leads me to an important topic because you said something very interesting earlier about when you came into this. You mentioned about the diverted aspect. You mentioned about, reading the book and you playing a game inside and these things.
Yeah,
And I think it's quite funny because it's a small thing. It's not good, but it's more. But some people out there, they doing really bad things. It's not like a little something like, when you're
Playing
on the
mobile.
phone, you say, "Oh, are you chanting?" Yes, of course. I mean, yes, it's not good, but it's quite funny because you've grown. But I know people where they've been in prison, they've been having addictions, they've had many terrible things, and they also want to come back to God. They may not realize it, but a lot of their behavior comes from the awareness that something is missing anyway, and they're trying to fill it with all these bad things. So for somebody like that who's listening to this and they are thinking, you know, maybe I'm too far away from God's light, maybe it's too bad for me, this kind of thing, because I know there will be people around thinking that. So we have to address it. Obviously, I know that it's still possible for those people to come to God, and you know as well. But can you explain a little bit more about the hope for
Yeah.
people struggling like that, please?
So you very rightly pointed out. Actually, in our time, newly mobile were launched, and in India there was not that much westernization when I was in school, and we didn't had the typical kind of drugs where people in drugs or some kind of addictions, and so we had simple distractions. Nowadays there are big distractions, and very difficult to bring them back to the path or path to the spiritual life. Very difficult to reconnect them to Krishna. But there is a great hope. As people involved in materialistic thing more and more, they get frustrated. And these people, when they are frustrated, and you go and preach them about Krishna consciousness, about God consciousness, about living a higher life, about living high life, then they connect themselves. Just like the founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, Swami Prabhupada ji, when he went out of India at the age of 70, he went to New York, and there were these hippies who were taking LSD, drugs. These people, huh? And they were not taking even a bath. They were like always in drugs, and they used to say, "We want to stay high. We want to stay high." And this Swamiji from India, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ji, he did a kirtan, Hare Krishna chanting in Thomas Kins Park in New York. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. First 1 or 2 hours, nobody joined him. But after some hippies came and they joined him, they even removed the slippers, and they were clapping with their slippers in hand, like this. And there are videos, you can watch them on YouTube. So Swamiji taught them about chanting Hare Krishna, and the first important trick to bring those people into the path of Krishna consciousness. I'm using a word trick, but it's a truth. So, to give them nice, delicious, tasty food. So Swamiji invited them in the evening. Okay, all of you want to have good food? Come to my place. I will give you nice food. And Swamiji used to cook Indian food, and he used to feed them. They used to like very much, very nice, tasty, delicious. And sometimes Indian food has more spice. Swamiji was so compassionate, so caring, that even somebody was having little bit spice in his mouth, then what he will do, he will take some bananas, and then he will crush it, put some sugar on that, and then he will tell, please eat this, you will become cool. The spice will get lighter. So he was so compassionate and so much caring. And that's the first teaching is, first hope is to give them a nice food. That's how I also got connected in my first class. For the food only I went for the permanent bank account class. Uh, so first is food, and secondly, the important principle will help them is to give them the knowledge with rationality, with logic, and with science. They want all the answers. They have lots and lots of questions. They want answer very logical, scientific, and rational. If you give them these answers, I am telling you in writing I can give you that these people can become the greatest devotee in the world. They can reconnect themselves much better than anybody else in the world. So, first is to give them food, second is to give them knowledge, and third is to give them some practice. If you give them practice of chanting Hare Krishna, that automatically purifies the heart of the people. And what was the purpose of taking drugs? The purpose was to stay high, to always stay high and be happy. So Swami Prabhupada said you want to stay high, but when you take drugs and you take LSD, after 4 hours, 5 hours, or maximum 8 hours, you come down. You don't stay high forever. I will give you something by which you will stay high forever. And that was chanting Hare Krishna. And he gave them this chanting Hare Krishna, the supreme drug, the supreme addiction, the positive addiction, the beneficial addiction. And they started chanting Hare Krishna, and slowly, slowly they gave up all kind of drugs, and they became a very nice human being, a very helpful people to the society, guiding light for the society, and they become big leaders in this Hare Krishna movement, ISKCON movements, and they spreaded Krishna consciousness with the help of Swamiji all over the world. These same hippies became happy and they spread the happiness all over the world with their experience. They distributed books, they distributed prasadam, they distributed this chanting beads to everyone, they distributed the Hare Krishna mantra, they met John Lennon, George Harrison, they met very famous people, they influenced them, they made a tape recording of everything, and that was very famous. That's how these hippies became happy. So I am telling all of you, all the listeners, all the viewers, yes, there is a great hope. If an American hippie can become happy, you Indian or you African or you European, you also can become a really very happy person by taking this Krishna consciousness, and you will come back to your original position, and that position is Satchidananda. You will be always blissful, you will be always happy and satisfied. That's our real nature. That's the nature of the soul. The nature of the body is temporariness, ignorance, and always distress. But the soul's nature is permanent, eternal, always in knowledge and blissful. So, if you take to this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, there is a great hope. You will become happy. I'm sure just by listening to this, what you are listening right now, you're internally becoming happy. It's not just a podcast where people will get to watch this and we will get more views. No, no. It will be helping you right now, and it will help people when they will listen that moment. So there is a great hope. I give you the practical example where how people from hippies to become happy. There was great hope, there is great hope, there will be great hope by reconnecting them to Krishna.
Wonderful message, absolutely wonderful message, and something that the world needs today more than ever. In actual fact, I was reading the book Chant and Be Happy recently as well
Chant and
about
be happy. Yo, very nice.
yes,
You are
it's
already in the path.
yeah, I'm learning, and George Harrison actually was speaking in there about the chanting and about all of these things, and I was reading that and thinking, wow, this really connects with my own experiences with famous people like that. As mine was more in sports than music, but it's the same thing. Where a lot of times they're still looking for something. So it makes a lot of sense. And in the world today, with these distractions, people need to hear it. Now, my friend, as you said already, this today is a podcast to connect with people and to be of service to them, and they can take away the wisdom to apply. Now, I will have to go shortly, as I've mentioned, due to the time. But if people would like to connect with you and to learn from you directly, or even if people wish to read books or listen to more material or read certain things to just get comfortable with the path, the spiritual path. What would your advice be, first of all, for how they can connect with you, but also for other material that is reliable and a good quality material that they can read? Obviously, the Gita and some of these books I've mentioned, Journey Home and Chant to Be Happy, seem to be very good. But in your words, what would be some advice like that, please?
Uh, Actually, this is the very practical point, and uh, this is the essence of this session. Where how if people really wants to connect, uh, then first thing is to connect with me is okay, but I would request all of you to connect with Swami Prabhupada ji, who has uh, turned every metal into a diamond by his teachings. So online on Google, if you type uh, Srila Prabhupada's books, you will get all the books you can read. There is a website known as Vedabase, vedabase.com or org, where you get his complete compilation, complete teachings of his Swami Prabhupada ji, and all books are there: Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, the book you have, Chant and Be Happy. All the books are available. So I humbly request, please go through one of the book. And first book I will request you read is Perfect Questions, Perfect Answers. A very nice book by Swami Prabhupada ji. It's a compilation of his conversation with I think Mr. Bob. Bob is asking some queries and Swamiji is answering it. And second book you can read this Chant and Be Happy. Third book you can read is the Science of Self-Realization, because that is very rational, scientific, logical. That will help. So
Wonderful.
first is to read his books. Second is you just type in Google near me, ISKCON, ISKCON, near me, ISKCON, ISKCON near me. You will get nearby some ISKCON by the grace of Lord Krishna and Swami Prabhupada ji. We have temple all over the world. We have center all over the world. So you can personally go there, meet the guides, monks, teachers, spiritual leaders. They will guide you on this path. So second thing you can do this. And third, if you're not going to Google, if you're not going to any temple, please do one thing. Pick up the mala if you have this chanting beads and start chanting on these beads. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I'm guaranteeing you, I'm assuring you, just by chanting this, automatically Krishna will clear your path, God will clear your path. The next what you have to do, every step will be guided by Krishna, the Supreme God. Personally, if you if you want to connect with me, then you can connect with me on Instagram or YouTube. I have a YouTube page as well, harinamdas.official, Instagram page as well, harinamdas.official, and I have my mobile number, I have my email IDs. You can get in touch with me through all these social media networks.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful, because that will help people on the path very, very much. All of those things that you have mentioned there, my friend. And wow, it has been a joy today. Now, I know that with these kinds of talks, we only scratch the surface in a way. I know that we're talking about some simple things, if you know what I mean with that phrase. But at the same time, it's very important for me that people can listen and not only understand, but listen and apply and listen and say, okay, I'm going to start practicing this. And that's why I do about an hour, because then people can, listen like maybe partly in the morning, part in the evening. It's not too much. And they think, okay, I can do this. So that is why I appreciate the format. It's not overwhelming, but maybe in the future we will talk again. I hope that if God wills,
Yeah,
then
most
we
welcome,
will
most
be.
welcome. And even one person listens to this podcast, that will give him a great hope. And especially the people who feel depressed, stressed, anxiety, and they doesn't feel that what should I do in my life, and these people will get a really great hope. And I thanks you to become an instrument in this path of Krishna consciousness, in the path of spreading the knowledge about God, about Bhagavad Gita, about chanting Hare Krishna. So you're becoming a great instrument, and Krishna likes a person who becomes instrument in his teachings. That he mentions especially the person who spreads the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is very dear to me in the 18th chapter, at the end of Bhagavad Gita.
Well, thank you. Yes, I'm doing my best to be of service, and it's going very well by God's grace. But absolutely, today has been a joy, and for me as well, it's been a joy because I'm discovering the path. So the fact that you've taken time to help me as well as obviously to help other people is very meaningful. But also, yes, what you said there, even one person, and it will be more. But the beauty of a podcast like this, we can put it out soon, and people listen like today, tomorrow, whenever, but next week. But then people can listen, next year, the year after, something like this, even a long time from now, because the talk is out there. And that is also the beauty on a practical level of these kinds of talks is somebody might not be ready today, but maybe a year from now, 2 years from now, they having these experiences, they put something in Google, maybe our talk will come up, help them because God will guide them
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
talk
sure,
when they
sure.
are ready. So it's, these kinds of things. But in the meantime, yes, it will help people soon, but also later. And that's the beautiful thing. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much, Liam, for organizing this podcast online. You sitting at some other place on the earth. I'm sitting on another side of the earth, and we are connecting through this online instrument called Zoom. Thanks to Zoom as well for giving this opportunity and making this technology. So I request you as well to chant every day, as I am practicing from past uh, 20 years the chanting of Hare Krishna, and as a full-time devotee I am from past 14 years as a full-time monk. So request you to chant and read Bhagavad Gita and the books you have. This will surely help you, and in future you will be invited to a podcast that how you got changed and how your life changed, and you will be a, uh, uh, light for the people.
Oh, well, thank you. I hope so. I will do so. I will absolutely. And yes, I've already been working on it, but today, after speaking with you, yes, I definitely feel it. So thank you once again
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
And we will keep in touch for sure. We will.
Let's chant together one time. Hare
Okay.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Thank you, thank you,
My pleasure and my joy. Hare Krishna
thank
to
you.
you,
Same
brother.
here.
Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the Simply Inspired YouTube channel, and there'll be more videos coming soon.